Hello everyone. Today we are exploring robot sensors, which is how robots understand the world. Humans use sight, hearing, touch, and smell. Robots don't have real eyes or ears, so they use sensors instead. These sensors turn light, sound, and pressure into numbers that computers can understand. Let's see how robots use these sensors to explore their surroundings. So first, what is a sensor? Humans have five sensors connected to our brain. Robots use sensors to do similar jobs. Cameras act like eyes, microphones act like ears, and tactile pads act like skin. Some sensors look outside at the environment, while others look inside to check movement and position. Think of sensors as a robot's way of feeling the world. Which robot sensor matches your senses? I will start from how robots see. Robots can see using cameras, depth cameras, or LiDAR. Cameras help in capture colors and shapes, but they don't know the distance. Depth cameras use two views, like our eyes, to estimate how far the things are. LiDAR sends out tiny pulses and measure how long they take to return, creating a 3D map even in the dark surrounding. When do you think a robot would need a LiDAR instead of a camera? Moving on, I'll be explaining how robots listen. Robots listen using microphones. Microphones turn sound into digital signals, helping robots to hear voices, alarms, or footsteps. With multiple microphones, robots can even tell where a sound comes from. Some robots listen to vibrations in the ground to understand what surface they are walking on. Here's an example of how a robot hears using a microphone. Watch how sound becomes a digital signal that robot can understand. Besides, robots feel using tactile sensors in their hands and feet. These sensors measure pressure, temperature, humidity, and help robots know how hard they are holding something. Four sensors in the joint stop robots from squeezing too hard or dropping the objects. Without the touch sensor, robots wouldn't know how gentle or strong to be. Imagine a robot giving you a perfectly gentle handshake. Here's the example to show how the grip force affects the robot's perception of an object. Robots can also sense the environment. Environment sensors help robots to detect temperature, gas, or humidity, while gas sensors give robots a basic sense of smell. New technologies like AI noses use smell to detect gas leaks, spoil food, or danger. Just as we have an inner ear to help us stay balanced, robots have sensors that tell them about their own movement. For examples, encoders measure how far a wheel has turned or a joint has rotated, while gyroscopes detect rotation. If a robot tilts, the gyros notice immediately. Lastly, the accelerometer sense how quickly the robot is speeding up or slowing down. Together, these give robots balance and body awareness. Drones use these sensors to stay in the air, and walking robots use them to avoid falling. Try standing on one foot, you are using the similar sensors. One sensor alone isn't always reliable. That's why robots use sensor fusion. They combine vision, sound, and touch to make better decisions. Studies show robots perform tasks more accurately when multiple sensors work together. Just like humans, robots understand the world best when their sensors cooperate. Sensors are what make robots smart. They allow robots to see, to hear, to feel, to smell, and stay balanced. With new sensors and AI, robots are becoming safer and more capable every year. What new sense will you give a robot? Maybe one of you will invent it in the future.